think the crypto markets in Korea have been very resilient. They've been building here for a very long time, over the last pretty much half a decade. And so for APTOS, we've been coming down here since the first Korea Blockchain Week. So for us, I think we're seeing an amazing amount of developer activity. And so as the crypto markets continue to unfold, I think what we see that's very positive is the Korean developer community. And so this is why APTOS is here quite often, working with the community. So our partnership with Microsoft is focused on three things. One is the APTOS Assistant, which you can get verified information from the APTOS blockchain in a very natural language query. The second thing is a GitHub Copilot, where we're actually building out a smart contract language Copilot. And the third is actually working on financial markets use cases and gaming use cases. And so the first two components that I mentioned are under development, and the third one, of course, is coming very soon. But we love our relationship with Microsoft. We're excited about building AI and Web3 together. And this is an area where we think is going to have a massive impact in society in a very positive way. One of the most important things for us is the user experience, right? If you're a developer, you want to be able to deploy your application as seamlessly as possible and not have to worry about the complexity of a blockchain. And if you're a large enterprise, you want to be able to press one click and have a managed solution. And so APTOS is the only blockchain in market today that works both with Web3 developers and large Web2 enterprises, whether it's someone like NBC Universal or Microsoft, where we provide not only a blockchain, but also help these folks get integrated and up and running. And so, for a protocol, it's incredibly important to continuously upgrade. We haven't even been live for 12 months, and we've already done 47 improvements to the protocol today. That's unmatched when it comes to any protocol out there in market. From a latency perspective, a transaction completes in under 1 second. And so if I'm sending money to a person in a different part of the world, they can have that money instantly. And so, if you want to be able to solve these very interesting, very impactful problems, you need a protocol that's serious, that can actually scale and provide safety for billions of people. And that's what APTOS brings today. There's an amazing amount of things happening in AI. And Web3 has been around for a little bit of time. And when you think about the challenges that both of these industries faces, we think there's really good overlap between the two. AI, for example, there's questions on what's going on with the data that's training these models. Is this verified information? There's also a question of, well, how do you continue to train these models in a way that you can provide assurances to the end user? And so when a blockchain can actually solve a lot of these problems, right? There's verified information. It hasn't been challenged. It hasn't been modified. And so now when someone wants to say, hey, how much money moved in the world today, you can actually look at the APTOS blockchain and see how much money has moved and have a verified answer. So AI leverages benefits immensely from all the benefits that a blockchain brings. Similarly, from a blockchain perspective, we talked about how difficult it could be to get your first smart contract up and running. What a blockchain could benefit from is, imagine telling a GitHub Copilot, hey, write my next smart contract that allows me to do XYZ feature. And now you won't have to worry about learning that smart contract language. Instead, you can rely on GitHub Copilot to write that smart contract for you. And so now that brings a lot of not only ease of use for a developer, but also a lot of safety and assurances into Web3. And so together, these two industries benefit immensely by overlapping and supporting each other's future growth. And we don't really see a world where there's a successful AI platform without having an APTOS or a Web3 integration. When we think about all the different trends that are taking place, of course, it's hard to ignore what AI and Web3 is doing. But I think an interesting one to pay attention to is what's happening within the finance world, where now you have open financial systems. People can get access to money globally, and you can get access to all types of money. And so we think that's really important. If you're a developer or an individual sitting in some part of Asia or some part of Europe where you may not have had access to a bank, you can now get access directly into a financial system. You can take that access and invest in different products and be part of growing economies. And so we think that's going to have a massive impact, because now the people that typically were left out of systems can all be lifted together. And we think that's going to lead to a better world at the end of the day. And so we're excited about that.